We're the channel, KWRE Channel 6 newscast.
Okay, do you need help with it?
Yeah, no, we're fine.
Okay, good. So I wasn't going to be able to help you.
I know. I'm wondering why you were offering.
I was going to get nickel up there.
And now, the news.
Welcome to KWRE Channel 6 Midday News.
From beautiful Elk Grove, California.
I'm tomorrow's Taga short sale.
I'm Escrowanza Rodriguez Martinez Garcia.
And I'm back on market. Escrowanza. Is it okay if I call you Escrow? Okay then, let's get right to the news. Tamari, take it away.
Thank you, back on. I'm Tamari, Taga short sale. But you can call me short for short. Everyone does. Here is the disturbing news out of the industry. Terrible, just terrible.
Oh, good. Tell somebody.
There's word on the street that it is impossible to get first-time home buyers a house. No one is accepting FHA. Short sales are taking forever to close. The market is going to be flooded with more foreclosures. REO agents aren't returning calls. Realtors aren't getting responses to offers. Too many investors to compete with. I've heard about many homes that have received more than 20 offers. Appraisals are always coming in too low. Loans aren't closing on time. The economy is in the tank. The list goes on and on. Maybe it's time for all the realtors to go out and get a real job.
Maybe you told too much. Back on, what do you think?
Well, I think we need to take a look at the information available. But first, a quick break. Then we'll come back with the national, state, and the local news. Our commercial lady.
Disclaimer, we're going to do it next weekend, or next week, next Wednesday.
So that was our commercial. That was our commercial.
We didn't have the time.
She didn't have
MREA.
enough MREA transaction coordinating service. Thanks, Teresa.
We're on the back road.
And now, the news.
Welcome back. I'm back on market. Let's go to Escrowanza for our national news.
Thanks, back on. Here are some highlights from the presentation NAR Residential Forum in Washington, D.C. on May 14, 2009. The Housing Affordability Index is at an all-time high. Lowest interest rates on conforming loans since the President Eisenhower days. There's over 40 months of inventory on homes priced above $750,000. Nationally, there's 10 months supply of existing homes. Foreclosure inventory will rise, but they will get cleared off quickly. So, the National Housing Forecast, stimulus and falling inventory will help stabilize prices. Nationwide existing home sales bump up from 10% to 20% in the second half of 2009 versus the second half of 2008. California is now seeing 100% increase in home sales. Is California setting the trend for others? Maybe. Builders may not see recovery until 2010. Local price forecast, it's all over the map. Sharp downward overshooting is susceptible to sharper price rebound. This is a lot of good information, but we must remember, all real estate is local. Back on.
Thanks for all the great research, Escrowanza.
Let's take a quick break for a word from our sponsors.
KW Cares. Read aloud with KW Cares. Did you know
That you can contribute to KW Cares on your clue sheet.
Did you know?
We still need about 800 backpacks to meet our goals.
Did you know?
KW Cares is giving back to our own associates in this Elk Grove office this year.
And for information about that, what do we do, Serena?
Email me. Email the KW Cares Committee your requests and needs so we can give back to the agents in our office that are in need.
Thank you, Serena, and KW Cares.
And now, the news.
Welcome back. Let's go to Tamari for a look at the state real estate roundup. Tamari.
Thanks, back on. Things are looking up, especially if you're 5 feet tall. Back to you, back on.
Wow, you really did your research. Is there anything else you'd like to add to that, Tamari?
Well, I guess I could. Please do. CAR, First-Time Homebuyer Housing Affordability Index, stood at 69% in the first quarter of 2009, compared with 46% revised in the first quarter of 2008. median price of an entry-level home in California was $213,040 in the first quarter of 2009. The estimated monthly payment, including taxes and insurance, was $1,270 in the first quarter of 2009. The minimum household income needed to purchase an entry-level home in California in the first quarter of 2009 was $38,090. Blah, blah, blah. Is that enough?
Yes, that's enough. Can we go to a break, please?
Should have read shift.
All right, let's go, guys.
I thought he was running for number 2.
Should have read shift.
Wait.
Oh, no.
Lights back on.
And now the news.
Welcome back. I'm Ms. Gormanza. Let's go back on for a KWRE look at our local real estate market. Here in El Grove.
Thanks, Esperanza. One of the good ways to look at the local market is to look at supply. And for that, we'll go to the numbers guy in the studio. Take it away, numbers guy. I gotta get to the studio.
Yes, I can hear you. Thanks, Mayor Collins. Hi, I'm the numbers guy. So let's go over the numbers. The statistics that I'm reporting on are from information research from Metrolist MLS on May 25th, 2009 at 11:17 a.m. Criteria used were zip code 95624, 95757, and 95758. Single-family homes. Okay, here are the numbers. The total 795. 97 of them are short sales. That leaves 118. Of the 118, approximately 28% or 33 are really short sales, not reported correctly into the MLS. That brings the total number of listings that are not short sales down to 85. 74 are REOs. This brings the total number of listings that are short sales up to 630.
Wow.
Let's take into consideration that currently 20% of short sales actually close. This means that only 126 of the short sales are actually on the market and can close. This means that there are in reality only 211 listings that can actually close. Let's take this a step further. Based on the information received from various sources, of the 74 listings that are REOs, about 50% have accepted offers verbally from the banks and have not been changed in MLS. This takes 37 away from the 211 listings that are available, bringing the number of houses on the market to 174. Let's factor in that at any given time, in any given market, at least 10% of the listings never sell. This brings the inventory down to 156.6. Let's round it to 157. According to the MLS, the number of houses closed in the period from April 25th, 2009 through May 25th, 2009 was 219. What does this mean? It means that we really only have 21.6 days of inventory in Elk Grove.
Wow.
And there you have it, the numbers from the numbers guy.
Those are some interesting numbers. I guess we will welcome a few more REOs. Until next time.
I am Tamari Taka Short Sale.
I am Ms. Gormanza Rodriguez Martinez Garcia.
Back on market.
Closing the show.